This scroll contains 100 names. Every one belongs to a child under 12. Bring me proof they are gone. Then, and only then, will you be my successor.
Kotaro took the scroll. His fingers felt numb against the aged paper. He unrolled it slowly. Column after column of names, each written in precise calligraphy. His eyes moved down the list. A 7-year-old girl, a 9-year-old boy, twins age 5. The names blurred. His mind refused to accept what they meant. Then, near the bottom, he saw a name that stopped his heart.
My own name, Kotaro. I am on the list of children to die.
His hands shook. The scroll trembled as the truth sank in. He was both hunter and prey.
1 month, Kotaro. Do not fail.
Lord Hokage, my name. Why is my name on that list?
The list is not a request, Kotaro. It is a judgment. You are not exempt.
But I am not a child. I am your chosen successor. What threat could I possibly pose?
Every Hokage has proven their worth through this test. If you cannot, you are not fit to lead.
The Hokage turned away, his shadow swallowing the dim light. Kotaro stood alone in the empty chamber.
I should scream, hurl this cursed scroll at him, but my hands won't let go.
He left the tower as dusk bled into night. The village was quiet, lanterns flickering in the windows.
Every face I pass, do they know? Or am I the only one who was marked for death?
A group of children ran past, laughing. His chest tightened.
I can't do it, but if I don't, I lose everything. There has to be another way.
That night, in his cold room, Kotaro's mind pulled him back to his father's final days.
You carry a heavy burden, son. One day you will understand the weight of a scroll. I held a scroll like this once. Your name was written on it.
He was given the same test. My own father was ordered to kill me.
He remembered the day his father died. A kunai on the floor, a scroll soaked in crimson. The note was short. Kotaro, live. Forgive me for leaving you alone.
He killed himself to save me. The test did this to him.
Kotaro's hands balled into fists. The cycle demanded a sacrifice. But what if it could be broken?
I won't let his death be meaningless. There has to be another way.
Outside, the moon hung low. He had 29 days left. His father's ghost would be his guide.
I can't kill them, not a single child. But if I refuse, they'll just find someone else to do it. Is this the true face of the village? A slaughterhouse for the innocent? My father refused too. He died so I could live. But that wasn't enough to stop the cycle. Then I'll do what he couldn't. I won't just save myself. I'll save all of them.
He stared at the scroll, its crimson glow taunting him. His jaw tightened. He rolled it up sharply and shoved it into his pouch. No more hesitation.
29 days. I don't have a plan yet, but I'll find a way to make them disappear without killing them.
The night air hit his face as he stepped outside. The village was silent, but his mind raced.
Father, I'll make your sacrifice count. I'll shatter this cursed test for both of us.
The moon seemed less oppressive now. He had no path, but he had a vow. That was enough for tonight. At dawn, he reread the first name, Ren, 8 years old. The Eastern Orphanage. Kotaro found the boy alone behind the orphanage, clutching a broken wooden soldier.
Ren, right? My name is Kotaro. I am a friend. I am here to get you out.
Help? Are you going to take me away? Please don't hurt me.
I won't hurt you, I promise. But you have to come with me quietly.
The boy's eyes were wide with fear, but something in Kotaro's steady voice made him trust.
Okay, I don't have anyone anyway. Where are we going?
Somewhere safe. A place where no one will find you.
That night, Kotaro smuggled Ren into an abandoned storage cellar on the village edge.
He was now a criminal, a traitor. But a traitor who saved a life. Hiding them isn't enough. The Hokage will demand proof.
The next name on the scroll, Saki, a quiet 7-year-old girl who rarely left her home.
Saki, I need your help. I have to take you somewhere safe.
My ribbon? Why do you need it?
To make sure no one comes looking for you. I'll show them you are gone.
That same night, Kotaro crept into the village records office. He pried open a drawer and stole a blank death certificate form. Back in his room, he forged the certificate with a trembling hand, knowing each stroke could mean his execution. He then took a lock of her hair, stained it with animal blood, and sealed it with the document.
Will I ever see my home again?
2 children hidden. 98 to go. The path only gets darker.
Over the next 2 weeks, Kotaro became a ghost. He hid children in cellars, attics, caves, each one a theft from the scroll. The forged certificates piled up, blood-stained locks of hair, torn clothing, small trinkets, each a death sentence if discovered.
They trust me. Every one of them. What if I fail?
One night, exhausted, he stared at the sky. A memory surfaced. His father, weeping, clutching the scroll that bore Kotaro's name.
I can't do it. Not my own son. But the village will never let him live.
The memory crushed him. His father had carried the same weight, the same terror.
Father broke under this burden. How can I think I am stronger?
He sank to his knees in the dark forest. The scroll felt like iron in his hands.
Number. I won't end like him. I swore to survive this. All of us will survive.
He stood up. His legs were shaking, but his eyes burned. The days were slipping away, but he would not stop. On the 10th day, while slipping through the alleys, Kotaro nearly collided with the Hokage himself.
Kotaro, I have not received any reports. How far have you progressed?
He's checking on me. Stay calm. Give him a number that sounds real. I've already handled 14. I've been thorough, leaving no trace. I'll bring all proofs at once.
14? In 10 days? That seems efficient. Show me one of your proofs now.
I don't have any bloodied items on me. I'll have to bluff. I've hidden them away, Lord Hokage. I would not carry such evidence in the open. It would compromise the mission.
Very well. But time is short. Do not disappoint me.
The Hokage vanished into the shadows, but his eyes remained in Kotaro's mind.
He's watching. I need to move faster, or this will all collapse.
Kotaro pushed his body to its limits. He crossed the continent in days, stashing children in remote safe houses.
Stay here and keep quiet. There's food and blankets. I'll be back in 3 days.
You always come back. We trust you, Kotaro.
Is anyone still looking for us? Are we safe?
They look at me like I am their only hope. If I fail, they all die.
Back in his room, the stack of forged certificates grew. 83 names crossed out, 17 left, but his body was breaking. His hands trembled from lack of sleep and the weight of lies.
Only 4 days left. I have to finish. No sleep, no mistakes.
Kotaro saved my life. He's like the big brother I never had.
Those words are my fuel. I will bring every one of them through this.
Deep in the archives, Kotaro found an ancient scroll behind a false wall. The faded ink listed 100 names, children. The command was identical to his own. A note beneath. I spared one child. I faked my death. Thus, I became Hokage.
The Hokage was once a marked child, just like me. He spared a child, vanished, and rose to power. Every Hokage survived this test. They all became part of the cycle.
A cold realization hit him. The man who ordered him to kill had been a victim once.
He knows this pain. He knows this impossible choice, and still he passes it on. I won't become another Link. I'll save every child and break this cycle.
Kotaro rolled the scroll and hid it. The cycle would end with him. With hours left, Kotaro sealed the final death certificate. 100 forged proofs of slaughter that never happened. He bound them with a scroll case. Hair, blood-stained cloth, each a lie to protect a life.
If the Hokage sees through these forgeries, I am dead. But if he accepts them, the children live. I have to go now. I don't know if I'll be back, but you'll be safe if I succeed.
We'll wait for you, Kotaro. You are the only one who ever cared.
Come back. Please don't leave us alone like everyone else.
Their faces will haunt me if I fail. I won't fail.
He turned away from the children and began the long walk home.
Father, I am going to finish what you started. The cycle ends today.
The Hokage's tower loomed ahead, and in his hands he carried 100 fates. Kotaro climbed the familiar stairs and stood before the Hokage's chamber. The heavy doors swung open.
Lord Hokage, I have completed the task. Here are the proofs of every name on the scroll.
You bring a full case. That is more than I expected. Open it.
He's not even glancing at the case. His eyes are on me. He's testing my nerve.
The Hokage lifted the first death certificate. He held it to the light, studying the blood-stained lock of hair clipped to the parchment.
This child. You found her quickly. Did she struggle?
He's probing for cracks. Give him the cold truth he expects. No struggle, Lord Hokage. I made it quick, as ordered. The evidence is clean.
The Hokage set the certificate down and pulled another from the case. His face betrayed nothing. Kotaro's heart pounded against his ribs. The silence stretched like a knife edge. Certificate after certificate passed under his scrutiny. Each one he held to the light, traced the bloodstains, studied the hair.
This blood is still tacky. How did you keep it so fresh after 3 weeks?
He noticed. Stay calm. Use the truth to sell the lie. I used a chakra sealing technique. It preserves tissue for several weeks. Standard procedure in covert missions.
The Hokage gave a non-committal grunt and set that certificate aside. The pile of examined proofs grew. Kotaro's knees ached from kneeling, but he dared not shift. The room was a tomb of silence.
Only 10 left, then 5. He's not rushing. Is that good or bad?
At last, the Hokage took the final death certificate from the case. It bore a small tied lock of black hair, Saki's ribbon now stained red. He studied it for a long minute. Then, with a soft exhale, he laid it atop the stack. The old man leaned back in his chair, fingers steepled. His eyes locked onto Kotaro, and the air went still.
A deep chuckle rumbled from his throat, then grew into a full, echoing laugh.
He's laughing? After all that? The old man has lost his mind.
These forgeries, they're excellent. The blood, the hair, I would have fallen for them 40 years ago, because I did the same. I spared every child on my scroll and faked their deaths.
He pulled an ancient scroll from his desk. The same red glow, the same handwriting.
40 years ago, I was you. I hid those children across the continent.
He's just like me. The ultimate authority was a rebel the whole time.
Those children I saved are now powerful shinobi. They've been waiting for my signal.
An army? All those children became soldiers.
You passed the test, Kotaro, in the same way I did. Now, let me show you what your rebellion has built. Every Hokage was once a child marked for death. We all faked the killings and built a hidden army, generation after generation.
A chain of rebellion. It's not a test. It's a tradition of defiance.
The Hokage before me spared one child. That child was you, Kotaro. You were meant to die, but he gave you a future.
I was on a scroll as a child, just like Ren and Saki. Someone saved me.
I gave you that same scroll, knowing what you would choose. A true leader cannot obey such an order. They must rebel.
So this whole month, you were waiting to see if I'd become a killer or a savior.
I needed to know you were capable of shouldering this burden. The hidden army needs a new generation of leaders.
He's not my enemy. He's a prisoner of the same cycle I nearly broke under.
I don't expect forgiveness. I only ask that you join me in ending this cycle once and for all.
Ending the cycle. That's what I swore to do. But can I trust him?
The children I saved are now spread across the continent. Each one became a formidable shinobi, sworn to my command. With one signal, they will all understand their orders. To secure this village and banish its corrupt traditions.
An entire army waiting for a single flare. He's been planning this for decades.
I am old Kotaro. This new era will need a leader who understands mercy. I ask you to stand with me.
If I refuse, another innocent will suffer this test someday. If I accept, I become part of this hidden war. I will join you, but only if you promise that the hidden children will be treated as warriors, not weapons. They deserve a future.
That is what I have always intended. You have my word.
Kotaro reached out and clasped the old man's hand. The pact was made in shadows, for a dawn that had not yet broken.
This doesn't absolve him, but it's the only way forward for the children.
The Hokage raised his palm toward the glass. Outside, the village slept, unaware of the storm about to break. A pulse of chakra burst from his palm, a spear of light that pierced the night sky. It climbed until it burst into a blood-red bloom, visible for hundreds of miles. In a dark forest, a masked shinobi stopped and looked up at the crimson star. In a hidden village, a woman stilled, her hand closing on a kunai beneath the counter. High in the mountains, 3 shinobi stood from their fire, gazing at the red sky. The Hokage lowered his hand. A tremor pulsed through the tower, as if the earth itself answered. Kotaro pressed his palm to the glass. The village still slept, but the wheel had already turned. In a snowbound village, an old man smiled, hoisting a travel pack onto his shoulder. On a distant ship, a young woman unfurled a scroll and nodded solemnly.
It is done. Gather your 100, Kotaro. Prepare them for the dawn.
Kotaro walked through the night, his shadow stretching long behind him. He reached the hidden cave where Ren and Saki waited.
Ren, Saki, everyone, gather around. I have news. You are not just survivors hiding in the dark. You are part of a rebellion that spans generations.
A rebellion. So we're not just waiting to die?
There are other children like us.
Yes. Hundreds of shinobi across the continent were once children marked for death, just like you. They have been waiting for years to change this village. And now, together, we will.
You really think we can do it? We're just kids.
You are children who survived. And that makes you stronger than anyone who meant you harm.
The children's eyes, once filled with fear, began to glow with something new, hope. As first light touched the rooftops, shadows began to gather in the village square.
People of the village, hear me. The death scrolls and the test of succession end today.
Faces emerged from the crowd, shopkeepers, teachers, elders, all removing garments to reveal shinobi garb.
Look, Ren. That woman, she has a ribbon just like mine.
They were hidden in plain sight. All this time, waiting for this moment.
No swords were drawn, no shouts of anger, only a heavy, reverent silence.
From this day forward, no child will be sacrificed in the name of the Hokage. The cycle is broken.
The old scrolls, symbols of a bloody tradition, were piled in the square and set alight.
Father, I kept my promise. Your sacrifice was not in vain.
As the flames rose, the village exhaled. A new dawn had truly begun. Kotaro visited his father's grave as the sun climbed higher, the cherry blossoms drifting in the breeze.
I did it, Father. The nightmare is over. No more children will suffer.
A soft wind stirred the grass. Then a familiar voice answered, warm as a forgotten dream.
I know, son. I've watched you all this time. You broke the cycle.
Father, you are really here? I felt so alone all these years.
My sacrifice wasn't the end. It was the beginning of your journey. I am so proud.
Kotaro fell to his knees, tears streaming, the weight of a lifetime lifted from his shoulders.
You are the Hokage the village needs. Live well, my son.
The vision faded into sunlight. Kotaro placed a single cherry blossom on the grave.
I'll protect this peace, for you and for all of us.
Later that day, Kotaro sat on the grassy hill overlooking the village. The wind carried the scent of cherry blossoms. Below, Ren and Saki chased each other through the square, their laughter echoing up to him.
They're finally free. No fear, no hiding. Just children.
The scars of the test would heal slowly, but already, the village felt lighter, freer.
Kotaro, come play with us. The game isn't the same without you.
I am coming, Ren. Wait for me.
He let the sun warm his face for a moment longer. The weight he had carried for so long finally gone. The future was uncertain, but for the first time, it was bright. The village hummed with new life.
This is what peace feels like. This is what we fought for.
And as the sun dipped lower, painting the clouds in fire and gold, Kotaro walked down to rejoin those he had saved. The village had changed. Where once there was fear, now there were smiles. Children played in the streets without shadows in their eyes. Kotaro no longer walked alone. The 100 he had saved were now weaved into the fabric of the village.
This is the village my father dreamed of. A place where mercy is stronger than fear.
The title of Hokage had once meant a gauntlet of blood. Now it meant a promise. No more children would be sacrificed for power. Kotaro looked at the children, Ren, Saki, and all the others, and he knew the cycle was truly broken. The road ahead would be long, but the first step had been taken. Love had replaced fear, and though the old man in the tower would soon step down, he knew the village was in good hands. The final test had not asked for blood. It had asked for a heart willing to defy tradition for the sake of the innocent. Kotaro had passed not because he could kill, but because he chose not to. And that was the truest mark of a leader. The story of the 100 children would become legend, not of death, but of hope. And Kotaro would lead them all into a brighter future.